Today we're going to look for some Florida Shine, Moonshine that is.
Chef Art Smith's.
Chef Art Smith's, Disney Springs. Let's go.
Welcome back.
We are at Disney Springs Chef Art Smith's Homecomin. Not Homecoming, Homecomin.
No G.
Florida farm to table fresh food and Florida Shine. Cheers. So yes, Moonshine on Walt Disney World property. Homecomin is known for like farm fresh Florida, southern Florida foods. Fried chicken, biscuits, gravy, shrimp, church lady, deviled eggs. But we are here today for Moonshine. Mine is the Moonshine mash.
Yes.
Watermelon Moonshine.
Mine is the Indian River Paloma. It's grapefruit Moonshine.
Grapefruit.
Yes.
I tasted it inside. It's
so
grapefruit,
refreshing.
but maybe a little lemonade too.
I think that's just the grapefruit.
The watermelon Moonshine tastes a little bit to me like the Jolly Ranchers watermelon candies. A little bit.
You're right, it does. So yours is a little on the sweet side and mine's a little on the tart side.
Did you know you could get Moonshine at Walt Disney? Have you been to the Homecomin Florida Fresh and Shine Bar? If you have, let us know. We've been here a few times. I'm not sure if we had the Moonshine before?
One time they have a Moonshine Margarita. I think one time we tried that long time ago.
But we've eaten here a few times. The food is phenomenal. Again, Florida, southern
farm to table
foods. Chef Art Smith.
Of all the things that we can do as humans, the act of cooking, the act of feeding people is the most engaging, most memorable way that I believe to connect with people.
One of his restaurants, he has a few. We had our first drink inside, and again, like previously, in other bars we go to, we move outside because it's just too loud in there to talk. But the decor, it is late 1800s, turn of the century, Florida farmhouse style decor. So a lot of wood, that Florida theming. It's a little noisy in there.
It's very noisy in there.
But known for the Shine Bar, where they have a pretty extensive menu of different drinks made with moonshine, and they have some moonshine on tap.
You get moonshine flights too.
And a moonshine flight. So Moonshine. Clear, unaged, high-proof distilled whiskey, essentially. It's clear whiskey, also known as white lightning, but it's basically high-proof, clear, unaged whiskey, usually made illicitly or illegally.
In the mountains?
Well, it can be made anywhere. Actually, the term stems from, I think, when illegal distilled spirits were made in England, so it wasn't, an American thing.
England?
Yeah, it wasn't an American-based thing. And people think that it started during Prohibition, but it really Moonshine started during the Civil War. During the Civil War, they started taxing distilleries or spirits, so that's why people went to making it illegally to avoid the taxes. Moonshine, the term, I think, actually comes from any illegal activity done at night.
At night.
Hence,
any activity, not
right,
just
it's
making the liquor.
It's done under the shine of the moon, I guess.
And they just sort of adopted it?
Well, because
and it stuck?
Because they were distilling these spirits illegally, they would mostly do it at night, so that you would be practicing something moonshine.
You were a moonshiner.
You were a moonshiner. Chef Art Smith, a Florida resident. We hear that he's at the restaurant a lot, although we've never seen him when we were here.
We always miss him.
And probably best known by a lot of people for being...
I don't know.
Oprah's personal chef for 10 years.
Was he really?
He was. He's also cooked for lots of celebrities and politicians, but he was Oprah's personal chef for 10 years.
I had no idea.
And what's the Disney connection?
Oh my gosh, I don't know.
He was a graduate of the Disney college program. He learned to cook by working, he was intern at the Disney Central Bakery. which his mother credits with him making her the best birthday cake she's ever had in her life by what he learned at the Disney Culinary or Baking Center. So he's a Disney College internship program, whatever, alumni.
I had no idea.
More Florida connections.
You're always teaching me things.
Fun facts. I wish I had known at the time, but a few months ago they had a Saturday Night Shine event here.
What does that mean?
Well, they must have had all different kinds of moonshine, and Tim Smith was here.
Who's Tim Smith?
You're probably going to know when I tell you. Oh, you're going to.
Show. He was from the show, right?
Discovery.
Yes.
So Tim Smith is the Tim from Discovery Channel's
Is he the guy in the overalls?
He's the guy in the overalls.
Moonshine is a homemade alcohol. Is basically what it is.
Right.
You know, it's something we took from nothing and we made something out of it.
Yep.
Oh, we missed it.
And then his sidekick there, Tickles. His sidekick.
They were both here?
He was. I don't think Tickle was here, but Tim Smith was here, who since that show went on to open up his own company.
He kind of went legit.
He went legit and opened a distillery, and I believe. I'm not sure, but it might be Tim Smith's moonshine that's at least in some of these cocktails here. But that would have been fun to see. I'm sure.
That would make sense if it is, and that's why he would be here. I had no idea. How did we miss that?
Are we the only ones that watched that show? We haven't watched it in a long time.
Moonshine is so good.
Moonshine is a Discovery Channel.
So good.
I'm not sure if it's still on. Let us know. But if you watched it, we binge watched that for a long time.
Before binge watching was really a thing.
So the question is, and I'm sure the answer is yes, was he wearing just his overalls when he was here for the event? He always wore the hat and just the overalls.
Just the overalls, yeah. No shirt.
No shirt. No shirt, no service.
It just occurred to me, are they related? I mean, I know Smith is a common last name, but Art
maybe
Smith,
brothers.
Tim Smith, maybe they're cousins. I mean, I don't know.
Maybe they're cousins and they don't know it.
Maybe they do know it. Or maybe they're not related at all.
This drink's really well done. It's got a few different things in it. We'll show you the menu, but again, watermelon-based moonshine with a little watermelon.
The fact that you said high proof has me a little scared, but it's
well,
really
moonshine,
tasty.
by definition, I don't know what the particular moonshine or spirits they use here, but moonshine is traditionally a clear, unaged whiskey that's very high proof. I doubt the moonshine they're using here at Disney Springs came out of some dirty still hidden behind, a farm building.
You never know.
You never know. Have you had moonshine? Have you had moonshine at Disney? Let us know. We wanted to bring you to yet another place to drink something that you may not have thought about. We walk by here a lot and we know it's got great food, but we don't ever think to stop in here just for the drinks. But they have what used to be almost a patio bar right behind us, which recently they closed in. It used to be just open, I think, and they closed it in.
It's like screened in.
But they have it set up, I think, now where they can put windows in too if it's bad weather. But it's definitely
when it gets
screened
really
in.
cold out.
I think Homecomin opened in 2016. So we brew beer at home. Maybe we should get a still and see if we can make whiskey at home.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Is that legal? Can I make whiskey by my pool like I make beer? I think it's more dangerous.
What would the difference be?
15, 20 years in jail? I don't know. Is it legal to put a still in your backyard?